Welcome to Yes Lab. In today's video, I'm going to talk about the main difference between our H2 hydrogen therapeutic gas inhalers, and I'm going to compare our old model, ARP 600, with our newest model, which is ARP 1200. The old model 600's output is 600 milliliters per minute of therapeutic H2 gas. This new model, which is my favorite model and I use every day, outputs 1200 milliliters per minute. So that's twice as much, double the effects, double the health effects. Another advantage is that this old model requires deionized water or double distilled water or water that is distilled and it's zero on the TDS meter, the total dissolved solids. And most people just purchase the deionized water. In this model, the newest model, you do not have to purchase deionized water. You can simply use the distilled water, and there's a cap right here where you pour it in, and you don't have to measure it with a TDS meter, because in this model we have the deionizer already within the machine, so it will deionize the distilled water prior to going to the process of electrolysis, which is what separates the H2 therapeutic gas from H2O, the water. So that's another advantage. More advantages is that it's much more portable, because as you can see it has wheels and you can place it on a floor and it's wherever is convenient and practical for you. Another advantage of this machine is that it has a sleep mode. And the sleep mode is something that is my favorite, because I use this machine while I'm sleeping in order to benefit from inhaling the H2 therapeutic gas. For 8 hours, I set it usually between 840 to 900 milliliters per minute. Now this machine, you can do that, but you can only do it at 100. And that's a huge difference. And plus it gets much fast, it overheats. So I don't really even recommend it with this machine. However, with our newest model, you can do that from 840 to 900 milliliters per minute, and that's a little bit less than its highest output, which is 1200 milliliters per minute, but it's a huge output and very beneficial. And you can actually set it on sleep mode for 8 hours straight, because it has a very incredible fan built in the machine, so it cools the machine and it's usable for 8 hours straight. And that can benefit your bodies in so many different ways. Now I can do a whole nother video on that, what that can do actually for your body. I use it while I'm sleeping, and I also use it while in the office doing computer work, and any opportunity I get to use my hydrogen machine, I use it. And I will do a whole separate video on the health benefits, but I just wanted to do a quick video on comparison of these two machines. So you definitely want to get this machine. Now another advantage that feature gives you is, let's say you have a clinic, or you're in a spa, or some people do even H2 therapeutic breeding bars, where they have people come in and they can breed the therapeutic H2 for the anti-aging and all other health benefits. And you can use this machine easily with that for a longer period of time without having to stop and rest, like with this machine, which needs to cool off very much so more often. So this is very practical for any practice, like I said, chiropractic office, or whether you have a clinic, health clinic, or even in beauty salons, or even for massage therapists, and you can give your clients that experience of the therapeutic hydrogen inhaling. Now this machine does not only do the hydrogen inhalation, we combine it with our C60, which is another top antioxidant molecule ever discovered next to the H2 molecule, and another anti-aging molecule. So these are the drops that are normally used internally, and we also, it's called Champion C60WS, and we use it to place several drops right here in this cup up front, where the hydrogen comes out of this entire port right here, this cup, through the breathing cannula. So it actually opens, which I'm not going to open right now, but the top opens right here. And then you can put several drops of the Champion C60WS, water-soluble C60 in there, and it will actually agitate harmoniously the C60, and it will bind with the H2 molecule, and it will actually give you the added benefits. Now this is where the breathing cannula is connected, and the breathing cannula goes right here into your nose with the tubes, with the little flap pointing downwards. You put the tubes in your nose, over your ears, and then you can adjust it right here. There's an adjuster underneath your chin. So the advantage of ARP tech in regards to all of our breathing machines is actually tremendous, because the advanced resonant plasma technology creates a field, and the plasma electrons from this ARP tech cell right in front of the machine right here, installed right here, is where the deionized water is before it goes to the process of electrolysis. It will actually create a field, and we will include in this video at the end the actual experiment that we wanted to show you the visual. But if you were to take this ARP tech cell, and if you were to put it in, put the water, any normal water, into a container, and if you were to, you can even take a salad container, one of those clamshell containers, you can fill it with water, and on top of the container, without touching the water, you can just place the cell and put it in a freezer. On your water, you will see the actual field of energy, because when it freezes, and because of the superconductive plasma, which is within the ARP tech cell, is constantly moving, although the optic nerve cannot see it. However, when you put that water in a freezer, like as I explained with that ARP tech cell, without even touching the water, the energy of it, it emanates into the water, and it actually shows you the field as the water freezes, so you can see that that water has changed, and it's now more conductive and more bioactive. What does that do in all of our machines? Well, when you micronize the water that way with ARP technology, with ARP technology, ARP tech cell, is that the water becomes more conductive. It actually starts to emanate the plasma field, which is very healing, very harmonizing. It's actually very peaceful for your emotions, and that is the feature that there's many other aspects to it, but there's one of the features that is really important in this world with so many challenges and stress-related diseases. So it's really important to have that and understand that there is that benefit of that harmonizing field. And the plasma electrons actually, as they reconstruct the water right here and move it into a plasma state, now that transfers to the hydrogen as well as a gas, and that makes the gas, hydrogen gas, therapeutic gas, more active, biologically active, bioactive, and therefore more effective. So ARP tech is very practical. It's a unique system to our YES lab, and you will not find it anywhere else. So now what happens with that is that there's a tank right here, a water holding tank, which like I said, where you put the distilled water, and then it goes to the deionizer, it deionizes the water, and then it has its holding little tank right here prior to going through the process of electrolysis in order to separate the H2. Now, what happens is, which is really amazing, is that when the ARP Tech cell moves this deionized water into plasma state, because this is where it's installed, and you get that from our lab separately when you order this machine. It actually creates its own field, which penetrates into this other tank, so the whole machine actually starts to emit the field of the ARP Tech harmonizing field. Now, like I said, you can do this test for yourself at your own home with the ARP Tech cell. Like I said, the freezing of the water, and you can actually see this energetic field, and it makes it more of an evidence to you. So now, another feature that I love, you have this touch screen right here, which is the different button options where you can adjust the flow of the milliliters per minute. You can adjust the actual, even this whole setup of light. For instance, if you're going into a sleep mode, you can touch screen the sleep mode, and the light actually dims, and you don't have to be subjected to light while you're sleeping if you choose to. And there's also a timer, so you can set the timer as what you like. Let's say whether you're doing it at home or whether you have a practice or you have sessions that you're giving to your clients, you can set the timing and it can go off. And it's very helpful that way. It also has the screen that shows you when you need to fill the water, so you can see the level of the water, which is wonderful, and it reminds you when to put more water into the machine. And as far as the cannula, we also send you from our lab, we send you the natural disinfectant, and you can, after every one of uses of the machine, you just spray it and you hang it like this in order to let it dry, and you're getting all of these amazing benefits. Now, we also send you from the lab, besides ARP Tech cell, besides the our water-soluble C60 drops and this disinfectant spray, we also send you a little cup that is placed in here, which is a glass cup, and it goes right here, and it's installed into this cup. And the purpose of that cup is if you're using the aromatherapy, which is another amazing advantage of this machine, where you can actually, in that glass cup, you can actually also pour some of your best therapeutic grade essential oils of your choice. All of that is in the instructions, and I will do a separate video on this machine alone, going a little bit more deeper and zooming more deeper into this machine. But I wanted to tell you why I'm so enthused about this new style and why this is our new model, and we no longer sell this model. We will never offer this one anymore. So I hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope you're going to start benefiting your health as soon as possible with inhaling of the hydrogen therapeutic gas with the ARP Tech as soon as possible. Thank you. Until next time.
Here's a great visual of what I was speaking about earlier in regards to the ARP Tech cells resonant plasma field, which is clearly captured in this photo. And you can see how there is a pattern there. Now, that's what happens with the water when we install the ARP Tech cell on our unit. It actually moves it into the fourth state, into its plasma state, makes it more bioactive and more biologically effective. That is why inhaling our hydrogen therapeutic gas through our units, it's much more bioeffective. So I hope this helps you, and until next time.